Hey guys, how's it going? Good morning. Let me set up this room real quick and then we can get started. So let's see. Set up right there. Today is May 12th. Set up right there. So while this is setting up, I'm going to go ahead and check out US 30 right now. Send this link out to you guys as well here in the premium. So that's good. All right. Yeah, let me let everyone into the room right now. Everything's pretty much for the most part good to go. Let's get this link as well for the other groups here. Where is it? Like, there we go. All right, got that good. All right. So good morning, guys. Let me just finish setting up this room real quick. I got a couple other places to send this link to. It's 6:12 right now. We still have about a little under 20 minutes before the market officially opens for the New York Stock Exchange. So we got some time here. US 30 has just been going sideways for the most part. So it's going to be a little tricky today. You guys also got to keep in mind there's a ton of news this morning. So there's the CPI and core CPI just came out about 30 minutes ago. FOMC member Clarita is speaking right now, 7:30. There's crude oil inventories being released. Next, the Fed speaking again right after at 10. And for the rest of the morning, there's a lot of news, right? So for the most part, I think we're only going to take the opening trade if it's available. We just want to make sure that it's it's going to be for sure. We just got to guarantee it first before we actually take it. It's going to be hard to tell right now because looking at US 30, there really isn't a direction that's been set yet, right? You can see that it's kind of just going sideways for the entire morning. But for the most part, I think that's all we're going to be taking. Well, me personally, I'll probably hang around, answer some questions if there are questions. If not, then we're probably going to cut this session a lot shorter than normal today because there's just way too much news this morning. It's not worth the risk to trade. There's already news going on right now. The Fed is speaking currently, so I don't know if that's going to affect the market heavily or not. But there's a lot of news that just happened. High impact news. It was positive for the U.S. And then we have a lot more coming up. There's a lot of stuff going on right now, and for the day, that it's just not a safe time to trade. So if I see something that looks really good, we'll take it. If not, then obviously we're going to sit out the market for New York session. But everything that I called so far has hit. We don't have any losses this week, so it's been pretty good. Even our Forex trade hit. I called this GN trade last night, so I called it for a buy right here. It went straight to TP, little to no drawdown at all. So 60 pip profit right there for whoever caught it. And then all of the indices trades that I called for you this week all hit full TP as well. So you guys should have a great week so far. No losses at all. And that's key when you trade carefully. It's the reason why I trade carefully because I don't like losing. And that's why we have such a high win rate here at K2. So just keep that in mind, guys. I'm not avoiding trades for any other reason. I'm only avoiding it because it's a risky time to trade. I don't like trading if there is any remote possibility of me losing the trade, obviously, right? So we'll keep an eye on it. 6:15 right now. We have 15 minutes till market open. Let me just get the link sent out to the rest of the groups. I think the only other groups I need to send it to is probably going to be the Instagram and the Facebook, I think. So I think after that, we should be good. Post this up right here on the Instagram. Post this up right there. Page. Yeah, and a lot of you guys locked in some pretty solid profit already. I did see everyone's profit. I'm already up I'm up 3,000 from last night. So, you know, I locked in a ton of profit when I could. So I'm not really too inclined to really take any, unnecessary risk. And I'll show you guys right now. So like looking at the profits for this morning. Let's post this link to the Facebook real quick. All right, posted. Yeah, looking at the profits from this morning, we did pretty good for the most part. Well, I did pretty good. Sorry, guys, my dogs are right below me, so you might hear them growling. They're just playing with each other. Yeah, looking at the guys, get outside. So like looking at this right here, this is everyone's profits from this morning. I locked in about 3,000. This is mine, no losses. Like I said, I only take trades I know are going to win. Cheryl over here locked in 625. CC locked in 1,680. Ghost over here locked in 81. Angela over here locked in 2,664, trading just US 30. Cheryl again, other account, she locked in 436. And a couple of the profits right here, 500 off that. CC again, 1,680. His other account, 995. And another one right here for 267. So people have been doing pretty good. This is all from this morning. You can see the timestamp from today. It's all from this morning. So everyone's doing pretty good so far. But yeah, we're trying to catch this possible open entry right here. Looking at US 30, it's kind of hard to tell what's going to happen here. It's still going sideways here on the 10-minute. Yeah, it's still going sideways here on the 10-minute, but it looks like it's possibly coming down. You can see it's a bearish candle right there. The next one that we have over here is going to be the 3-minute. It's still bearish right there as well, and the 1-minute. So you can see that we have a confluence here for a bearish move possibly, but in the next 10 minutes, we'll see, how it's actually going to move when we get to that point. So I'll have the US 30 index open right here. This is how we're going to follow to see how the Dow is actually moving, right? Because, if it's all red, what do you think we're going to do? We're going to sell, right? Obviously, if it's all green, we're going to buy. So we'll see what happens from that point. This is going to be one of our confluences. We're going to look at the Dow 30 chart. I'm going to check the pre-market right here. It looks like everything's red. The Dow 30 is red, S&P is red, Nasdaq's red, oil's up, and the 10-year bond's up. So if the bond is up, if the 10-year bond yield is up and stock market's down, that makes sense, right? That's basic fundamentals right there. Stock market goes down, bonds go up, bonds go down, stock market goes up. So that's like one basic thing to look at there. So we could probably see a bearish market for today. But yeah, we have about 10 minutes until the market opens. I got my MT4 ready over here, ready to execute these trades once it comes time. But yeah, other than that, we'll see what goes from there. So let me see what else we got over here. Let's see. Hey, morning, Peter. Morning, Byron. Morning, Frederick. Morning, Fernando. Morning, Dwayne. Morning, Win. Morning, Daryl. Morning, Nick. Morning, Angela. Daryl said, did you go live on YouTube for this morning's trades? No, we are in the morning right now, Daryl. This is morning for us. Well, for me, I'm here in the United States. So for us, this is morning for us. It's only 6 o'clock for me right now. But those trades that were taken yesterday, you have to have the indicators to take those trades, Daryl. I'm not sure if you're in the premium. I don't think you are, because I see you in the public groups. So if you want to trade, like if you want to take these trades that everyone else took this morning, like if you want to take all these trades right here, you could have access to the indicator. Just go on the website, k2trades.com, click on K2 strategy course right here. And that's how you get access to the indicators to take these trades on your own, right? You can see obviously right here, I don't take all these trades. I only have US 30 trades. Cheryl over here, she traded gold, she traded UK 100, and she traded one US 30 trade. So they're different. They're not the same. She's pretty much trading on her own for the most part, because it's not that hard. Like, I teach you guys exactly what I do. You guys have the blueprint in front of you. It's just up to you whether you want to take the opportunity or not, right? The opportunity is here. If you guys want to take it, it's there. If not, it's fine. You guys can just hang out here in the live sessions and see what I do. But you guys will need the indicators to apply these strategies that we're doing here. Let's see. Morning, Fern. Morning, Emma. Yeah, Nick said market sentiment is extremely low. Looks like everyone is just out here protecting the bag from yesterday. Yeah, exactly, right. That's pretty much what it seems like. Nick's asking, how do you qualify for a retry on Ftmo? You just have to close out the month in positive. So you just need to be net positive. Like, you can be $1, even a penny in positive. If you close on positive off your challenge, you'll get a retry. Oh, got you, Daryl. Yeah, no, Daryl. Because Daryl said I meant Asia session. Yeah, so from last night, I didn't take any. Well, I took trades, but I didn't go live. I mean, we were live yesterday for the mentoring session. So I was live around 6 o'clock. That's where I took this first trade here. So this first trade where I made 1,060, we were on the mentoring session for that. Everything else I took on my own. They were just small scalps that we caught as we were, because we were waiting for it to drop. We knew it was going to drop, and then as it did drop, I just hopped into them. But I wasn't live for those trades. I don't normally go live in the afternoon. So going back to let's see, the premium here, Jeff posted a text. He said, as a recent 10-year auctions have been taken down, decent bid cover, primarily Japanese foreign demand. Gotcha. Okay. Print money to monetize treasury. Okay, good to know, Jeff. No, definitely. Thanks for sending that so that now we can see it. Yeah, all right. So it looks like there's some manipulation going on in the market. I mean, obviously it happens. It's not something that is necessarily can be avoided, right? I mean, it's just how the market works. So we'll play by their game, and we'll just see where the market goes once it opens. So we got about 8 minutes left for the market to open. Like I mentioned, we're not going to take the initial trade. It kind of looks bearish to me. So just looking at everything here, it seems like it's going to be bearish. We just want to see where the market is when it opens. So like right here, 620. So the next candle right here is going to determine direction of price for the most part. But you guys got to keep in mind, there's a lot of news this morning, a lot of news. So I think the Fed's speaking right now. I just don't know what they're talking about right now exactly. So we're looking at this here. The trend is indecisive. You can see right here, it was bearish, so somewhat bullish, and then back to bearish right here. So it looks like it's going to come back down. But let's see, we have 7 minutes left on the chart, and we'll see where it goes from here. Yeah, Josh said US 30 looking a little flat on the 10 pivots. Yeah, definitely, I agree. Josh, morning Rocky, morning Bradley, morning Flynn. Flynn said, Shawn, don't forget to send the link to the MySpace group too. Good morning, Zachary. Morning, Greg. Morning, Lamar. Let's see. Morning, everybody. All right, perfect. So it looks like we're good for the most part, guys. Like I said, market's going to open in about 6 minutes. It looks like it's going to drop, right? The reason I think it's going to drop is because it's below the pivots here on the 10-minute. It's also below the pivots here on the 3-minute, and it's below the pivots on the 1-minute right here. So we're looking for a possible sell. And this is probably going to be the only trade I take today if I take it. I want to make sure that, like, I got to be 100% about it first before I take it. Sorry, my dog is like digging through my boxes. She likes to mess with cardboard. Cody, come here. This looks so all right, cool. All right, so looking at this right here, we're not going into the room, we're not going to the trade yet. We have 5 minutes until the market opens, so we just gotta wait for it to play out. Let's see. Morning, Steven. Yeah, so it looks like US 30 is coming down. So the 10-minute right here looks like it's bearish. 3-minute bearish. 1-minute bearish. Looking at CNBC over here, you can see all of the indices are bearish. So pre-market right here, you can see the Dow futures is down 0.31%. S&P's down 0.62%. Nasdaq's down 1.29%. And it's still dropping. You can see the percentage is going higher. The Dow is down 104 points. S&P's down 26 points. Nasdaq's down 177 points. We have some breaking news right here. It says House GOP expels Liz Cheney from leadership as she continues to vow to continue to fight against Trump. Oh man. She said, yeah, so the House Republicans on Wednesday today, or not, was it today? Oh yeah, today's Wednesday, it's the 12th. So yeah, Wednesday, remove Republican Liz Cheney from leadership role because she keeps urging the party to reject former President Donald Trump as their leader. It's funny. So we'll see what goes on from here. Steven said, Shawn, is it okay if I use normal lot size for opening candle? Yesterday I made profit. I mean, just because you made profit yesterday doesn't mean you're going to make profit today, Steven. So I don't think you should really take too much risk today. So it's a risky day today. There's a lot of news. I just mentioned earlier, Steven, there's news all morning. So this is the only trade we're going to take. I mean, it's up to you, Steven, because the thing is, whenever I tell you one thing, you do the opposite. So if you want to use the normal lot size, I mean, if you feel comfortable, then do it, Steven. But, just keep in mind that I did warn you that you shouldn't. So it's really up to you whether you want to do it or not. But I already have a feeling, even though I said no, you're going to still do it. So it's up to you, bro. I mean, it's your account. I already gave you my recommendation. I don't think you should, but yeah, I mean, if you want to go ahead, but it is risky. I don't even think we're going to take a trade today yet, because looking at this right here, we're looking for a bearish move, but US 30 is still going sideways. So we got about 3 minutes left on this candle. I want this to close bearish, or I want it to close below. And then from there, we'll see where it goes from there. Yeah, Steven, it's just too risky, bro. Like, I'm looking out for your account. I have a feeling you're not going to listen though, because the last time you said, okay, I'll use smaller lot size. Last time you said that, you did full lot size and you blew your account. Remember, like a couple of days ago. So, just be careful, Steven. It's not the day to take any crazy risk. Yeah, no, definitely, Steven. I'm trying to help you pass, bro, but you got to listen. Like, that's the only way you'll pass if you listen to what I tell you. Yeah, use a half lot size today, Steven. Use a half lot size, and then when I enter, when I exit. Just you got to pay attention, and make sure that you're on the you're on the Zoom, Steven, because I see you're on the YouTube. I'm not sure if you're on the Zoom too, because I know the YouTube is kind of delayed. I know you're in the premium, so you have access to the Zoom link. So let's see, we got 2 minutes left on this candle here. It's 6:28. Market opens in about 1 minute and 10 seconds. So we'll see what goes from there. All right. So yeah, the Dows are dropping. All the futures are dropping heavy. The Dow's down 135 points. S&P's down 31.50, but it's down like 0.76%. Nasdaq's down 203.25 points, and the 10-year bond is going up higher. So I think it's definitely going to drop. All right, bro, what are you doing, Cody? If you guys can see him right here, he's on my side. All right. Actually, look, we got a trade. All right, bro. Fine. All right, we got about a minute left. All right, dude, I need to trade right now, so I'll be back. Let's see. We got 18 seconds left. So candle opens in 18 seconds. It's below the pivots. I'm going to see how it closes below here. After this closes, we'll see what goes on from here. We got 9 seconds left. It's closing bearish, like I was saying earlier. It's closing exactly how I wanted it to. All right, there we go. Close bearish, just like we thought, right? So here we are. We're looking for a sell here. We need this to close. Once this closes with the sell signal, we'll take this for a sell. Don't enter yet. We need that confirmation first before we take this trade. Keep in mind that you guys have to protect your position, right? Once it goes in profit, if you want to move your stop loss in profit, make sure to do so immediately, because the market is not going to be forgiving today. There's a lot of news going on. The Fed is speaking right now. The House is speaking right now. A lot of stuff going on. So we'll see where this goes. So let's see. We got about 20 seconds left on this candle. If it closes red, then we'll probably take it. If it doesn't, then, obviously we're gonna hold off for a bit. Let's see, check the Dow over here. Everything's kind of flatline right now, right? It's more red than green, but we're not sure how long it's gonna hold for. So we'll have to wait and see there. See, as you guys can see, this candle right here didn't close red, right? So we're not taking this trade yet. Not yet. We're waiting for it. We needed to close red below the pivots. Once it closes red below the pivots, we'll take the sell. If it continues to push up higher, then we're probably not going to take the trade. I'm probably going to hold off on it. But we'll see where it goes from here. So we got about 40 seconds left on here. Just keep in mind, it's a really risky time to trade right now. So let me go back to the index over here. You can see it's more red than green, right? It's starting to be more red, but there's some strong green ones here. So we got a couple stocks here. We got Goldman Sachs, we got JP Morgan, we got Caterpillar. They're all pushing in strength. So they're both going both ways right now. It's not one-sided. There's more red stocks, but Goldman Sachs is up 4 points. So it's pretty much carrying US 30 on its back right now. So we'll see where it goes from here. But yeah, we got to wait for this to close red. All right. No, I still don't feel comfortable with it yet. I'm gonna wait for one more candle and then I'll think about entering it. I need one more red candle here. You guys can see the index right here. It's kind of hard to tell what's going to happen because Goldman Sachs is carrying the Dow 30 right now. It's up 4.7 points. Home Depot is down 3.6. It is a little risky. So I need another red candle to close here, a strong red candle. It can't be a weak one. It's got to be a strong red candle for me to take this for a sell. We got about 20 seconds left on here. Let me check the index. Index looks pretty even right now. It doesn't look very one-sided. So it's kind of hard to tell whether it's going to keep dropping or not. See, you can see right there, it's not closing red. If it doesn't close red, we're not taking it yet. There we go. Hold off on that. All right, next candle right here. All right, so you can see right here, this is really unusual, right, for the US, for the New York Stock Exchange Open. Usually we'll see a spike up or a spike down by now. It's 3 minutes in already. It's just having a delayed movement right now. So we'll see where it goes from here. It's just going sideways, right? It's literally just going sideways. So we'll see where it goes from here. Let me see what happens. Let me go back to the Dow 30. Yeah, I mean, it looks pretty, I mean, it's more red, obviously, like it's more red than green, but it's not one-sided. It's definitely more red than green, but Goldman Sachs is carrying it right now. It's up like almost 5 points. So it's got to be patient. 633. If you don't get an entry in the next 2 or 3 minutes, then, we're just going to hold off on it. Market's just not moving right today. Yeah, let's keep watching it. Keep following the index. The index is what's going to give us clues. It's going to give us clues as to where it's going to move. Yeah, because Goldman Sachs right here is carrying US 30 right now. It's up almost 6 points. Home Depot is down 3 points. Microsoft's down 3 points. Honeywell is down almost 3 points. But they're pretty even, right? Looking at point changes right here, they're not very, they're not super one-sided right now. So the thing is, you want to trade where it's one-sided because you want the bias. You want to go where price is actually moving. You don't want to just follow. Like it's easy to see right here, these candles right here. But if you guys are familiar with how US 30 moves, it's based off the Dow 30 index, right? So looking at the index right here, if the index is red, then the Dow 30 is probably going to drop. If the index is green, then it's probably going to push up, right? The thing right here is it's temporarily pushing up, but if these start to all turn red and these start to get heavier, like Microsoft just gets lower and lower, Home Depot gets lower and lower, Goldman Sachs starts to lose its grip, then it'll start dropping, right? That's where you see that little slingshot move. You'll see it go up slightly, and then all of a sudden it just shoots all the way down. That's how we caught these moves yesterday, right? All these moves right here. You saw this prop up right here. And then, or not right here, it was during lunch yesterday. So like right here, if you guys remember lunch yesterday, right? Price was propping up right here, but the entire index was red. So the thing is, it propped up right here. And then all of a sudden, as soon as we got the sell signal, it just came crashing down. And that's how the market moves, right? You guys can't just be stuck on fundamentals. You guys have to mix both fundamentals with technicals. Because if you just look at the technical side, you're going to be confused because you're not going to know why price is moving like that. So looking at the index right here, it's still more red than green. It's just that there's a couple strong stocks right here that are holding it up. So this is what we're looking for right here. So it's 636. I don't think I'm going to take the entry, guys. I'm going to wait for this right here. I'm going to let it push down a little bit. I'm going to wait till 640 at latest. At that point, I'm just going to hold off on taking these trades. All right, so it's dropping red right there, like I mentioned. You can see right here, the index is starting to push. Let's see. All right, so it's starting to weaken. Goldman Sachs is weakening. It was plus 6 points, now it's plus 4. But it hasn't really confirmed its move yet. If this closes below here, I want it to be followed by another strong red candle. This needs to close below the pivots. Then the next one, I need it to close strong red as well. It's not happening, right? So big wick right there. We got about 10 seconds left on this candle. Yeah, we'll see. Well, I'm looking at all the indexes right here. It looks like it's starting to flatten out. You can see it was more red before, right? Like it was red down to here. Now it's kind of green down here and it's red. So we'll see where it moves from this point. Yeah, there's just a lot of uncertainty in the market, right? It's not one-sided today. So let me check this real quick. All right, it's a strong bearish candle right there, but let me see what's going on over here real quick. We're just gonna wait a little longer. It's 6:37, so I'll give it 3 more minutes before we decide, what we decide to do from this point. Let's see. All right, we're still waiting for it. Sorry, I'm doing some admin stuff in the background right now. Michael's asking, how do you get access to the Zoom? So Michael, if you want access to the Zoom, just go on the website, k2trades.com right here. If you want access to just the Zoom, click on K2 Premium Signals right here. If you want access to these indicators so you can apply the strategy yourself, click on K2 Strategy Course right here. So this is how you'll get access to the strategies. This is how you'll get access to the Zoom and the signals. So yeah, it doesn't really look like, there's no direction set yet, right? I'm looking at the Dow right now, still looking at it. It's more red than green, but Goldman Sachs is still carrying the whole Dow index right now. You can see it's up 6 points. Caterpillar's up 3 points, almost 4. JP Morgan's up 2 points. American Express is up 1.2 points. So these are the main ones carrying the Dow right now. There's obviously more red right here. You can see that Home Depot is down 4 points. Salesforce is down 3 points. So overall, it's bearish right now, right? This is why we wouldn't want to take a buy here. But the thing is, these might shift towards the green side. Like as the market continues to move on, stocks might start to shift the other way. So there's no direction set right now. Generally, there's a direction set in the market, but you can see it's just going sideways, right? It's not really moving at all. Even here on the 10-minute, it's just consolidating. You can see from this point right here, it's just consolidating, right? It's not really moving any direction. It's about to be 640 right now. So it doesn't look like we're gonna have a breakout entry, guys. So unfortunately, it looks like there's no breakout entry. I'll hang around for a little bit. I don't really think I'm going to trade today because there's a lot of news. Like looking at the news right now, there's a reason why the market's like this. There's a lot of stuff going on. Like if you guys are in the premium, you guys will see what Jeff sent earlier. Jeff still took some trades for gold. So he took a break off US 30, but he took some trades off gold. He's up 1,268 for this morning. So Jeff said back to sleep. But he did send this right here. He sent this screenshot about the 10-year bonds. So just looking at this right here, I mean, there's a lot of things that are affecting the market, right? There's a lot of news this morning. There was a CPI, core CPI at 5:30. That was about an hour ago. We have the Fed speaking right now. Crude oil inventories is coming out in the next 30 minutes or next hour. And then there's other Fed speaking like all day today. So there's a lot of stuff going on in the news, the economic world. And that's what's causing the market to kind of go sideways, right? A lot of people are just, there's no volatility because people are just sitting out the market due to how the market's moving right now, right? And it's still iffy, right? Now, here we go as it comes back down. It comes back down, but as it comes back down, you know, the everything here is just bouncing around as well. So maybe possible late entry right here. We'll see. We got about 40 seconds left on here. Let me check the Dow index to see if it's turning red. If it's turning red, maybe a possible late entry here. I'll probably go for half TP, maybe not the full. So looking at the Dow index right here, let me just check real quick. Okay, so it is definitely weakening. Goldman Sachs is down to 3 points. Caterpillar is only down 1.7. Chevron's down to 1.2. Home Depot is down -4. Salesforce is down -3. So we'll see where this goes from here. This is going to be like an at your risk trade though, guys. So if you guys want to take this trade, feel free, but it's going to be at your risk. I still think it's a very, very risky trade, but if you guys do want to take it, you know, this would have been the trade here. I'll take it for a small lot size. And this thing's like freaking moving around. So this is an at your risk trade, guys. If you guys want to take it, feel free. If not, you know, then you guys could hold off. But like what I was saying, it's a risky time to trade right now. It's not a safe trade to take. So if you guys want to take this, just keep in mind it is at your own risk. I took a small lot size, so I'm not really expecting to make much or lose much. I just wanted to get into the trade, right? This is why I can't be on the charts when the market's moving crazy. So looking at that right there, let me pull up the Dow over here. It's still very red. So the reason why I was comfortable with taking that sell is because the market's very red, right? So I think it's going to continue dropping eventually, right? So let me just check this real quick. But yeah, that trade's not going to count against anything. It's just, you know, I'm just taking a random trade. Well, not a random trade. It's obviously a sell, but we'll see where it goes from here. You know, it's just the index is more red than green. So that's why I think it's going to continue to drop. I mean, eventually it might not drop right now, but it'll, you know, eventually drop. So I have no TP, no stop loss, just manually managing it. I didn't take a huge lot size. So the thing is, it's going to be like literally impossible for me to reach my daily max loss. So that's, you know, it's using proper risk. You guys have to use proper risk when you guys trade. You guys should never be close to your daily loss or even your max loss. As long as you use proper risk, you should be good to go. So let's see, it's still bouncing around. I'm just watching it right now on my MT4. But yeah, I think this is probably gonna be it for me. See if there's anything else here. And this market sucks, dude. This market like hasn't really been moving at all. It's just a lot of sideways movement. I'm just waiting for this to just carry off as red. Once this all turns red, then we'll probably expect it to drop. Right now, it's just going to go sideways until it you know, until it figures out its direction. Let me check real quick. Nice, Jeff. So congrats to you, bro. Patricia over here too. Patricia locked in 1,311. So nice work, Patricia. Yeah, Patricia said, I think this might be it for me. Yeah, me too, Patricia. So yeah, great work with Patricia over here. She's up 1,311. Let me see who else locked in some profit here as well. Yeah, a ton of news. Spencer, I just saw your message right now as well. Let's see, Robert over here. Let's see, Robert locked in. Let's see, Robert locked in 3,136. Wow, congrats, Robert. Nice work. So a lot of you guys did lock in some profits still, even though you know, we didn't take any official trades today. You guys still did pretty good. You know, just looking at everyone's profit this morning. Cheryl over here too, she locked in 967. So nice work off that, Cheryl. You took He took a couple other trades here. Essence over here, she's up 107. Congrats. Let's see, Shawn's up 94 bucks. He took a small loss here and there, but he did make up for it, right? He took a small loss, but he made up with a bigger win. So he's up for the day. Damn, C6 said he got hit with the loss, his first loss in forever, right? C6. Yeah, small loss for him right there. He's still up 2,128. So this is why it's important that you guys have the indicators, right? Like I was telling you guys, if you guys want the opportunity to lock in your own profit, to take your own trades, a lot of these trades here I didn't call. So you took 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 trades. I didn't call any of those trades. So he took them all on his own. Everyone else, I mean, everyone's doing pretty good for the most part. So solid day for everyone here. Overall, let me check the index real quick. It's like the index is moving kind of crazy right now. Yeah, I'm looking at US 30 and it's still bouncing around. So like, for example, here, like I said, I don't have a stop loss set for my trade because I have a small lot size. But yeah, I mean, it's pushing up like crazy right now. So just looking at this here, this is why I was saying not to enter any trades, because the market is still going crazy right now. It's going back and forth. It's probably going to come crashing all the way back down at this point. Because the thing is, the index is still red. So it's pushing up, like it's artificially pushing up, right? It's pushing up, but it's mostly red here. So it just wouldn't really make sense for it to continue pushing. But like I said earlier, it's not an official trade. It's not even a trade that you should be taking. It's just a trade that's currently just running, right? Because we did see that right there, but there's just no confirmation that it's going to continue to drop. The thing with this is that I don't know what's going on with Goldman Sachs, but they're like bouncing around a lot. Looks like their investments might be hitting certain things today. The Goldman Sachs group, this is like it's another hedge fund or it's a trading what do you call it? Another asset. So like looking at this here, you can see it's bouncing. It's going from like 6 points to like 4 points. Every time it drops, the Dow 30 drops. Like going back to Dow 30, see how it's dropping again right there? This is why I don't set a TP or a stop loss, because I just follow it and I see what happens from there. But I think overall the Dow 30 is going to drop, right? So it's fine with me. I'm not really worried about it that much. I think when it swings back into profit, I'm just going to close out though. It's a stupid decision on my end to want to take a risky trade like this during a day like this, when I said, it's not a good time to trade. This is why I don't like trading during news days, because I get tempted to enter trades when I know I shouldn't be entering trades, right? You guys know that. And I know I don't normally do this. I only do this when I know the trades for sure. But today, the best got the market got the best of me, where I just hopped in all of a sudden because I thought it was going to drop, but it didn't. But it's going to eventually. Just looking at the index here, this is the main thing that I look at when I'm looking at the Dow 30, especially on open, because this is going to indicate where price is going to go, right? Price can go, it can bounce back and forth, but this is like what's really going to happen. Because if you look at the stocks, this is what US 30 is based off. It's based off the Dow 30. So if the Dow 30 is red, what do you think is going to happen with US 30? It's going to be red too. There he goes. It drops down further. What the fuck? All right, whatever. I took a $10 loss off that. It was in profit like 1,000 and it just bounced back up. What the fuck is this shit? It's all good. I'll take the $10 loss. But yeah, like I was saying right here, guys, this, like I said it was going to come up, then it was going to come back down, right? It's so weird. I don't get it. Like I was in profit, and then I guess slippage made it hit that little red there. But it's all good. If I held it right here, I would have made another 1,000. So it dropped and it came back up, but it's all good. I'll take the $10 loss. I'm not gonna hop back in to cover that. See, look at this. If I hop back in and shoot right back up right here, and I'd get fucked. So yeah, I think I'm done for the day, guys. Let me check if there's any questions here. There's just way too much noise in the market. Yeah, Steven, if you're in this right here, you should close it, Steven. I told you not to enter this trade, but you did enter it, right? Like I mentioned, I knew you were going to do the opposite of what I told you. Steven, why'd you take a loss, bro? Oh my God. I don't know what you did, Steven. Bro, you took a loss, but it's way down in profit. You entered right up here, Steven. after I told you not to take the trade, remember I said not to take the trade, but you still took it. And if you took it, Steven, you should be in profit because the entry was up here. If you took a smaller loss and you took a $44 loss, I mean, so you said you took a smaller lot, but you took a $44 loss. That just doesn't make sense, Steven, because you, if you exit at the same time I exited right here, you wouldn't have lost 44 bucks, but you would have lost like $1 or a couple pennies. See, this is what I'm talking about, bro. Whenever I tell you not to do something, you do the complete opposite. And this is why you keep blowing accounts. You know, if you're going to listen to me, you got to listen to me, bro, or you're never going to pass your FTMO. So, yeah, I don't know how you took a 44 loss. Like on mine, I only took a $10 loss, bro. And I thought I took a small lot, but my thing is automatically set to it's set to a yeah, I know I said you could take it, but you said you were going to follow me, right? I took a 10 lot. If I took a 10 lot and I only lost 10 bucks, Steven, I don't know how you lost 44 bucks, bro. It just doesn't make sense. So let me see. Here, let me just send this over here. So Steven, I don't know what you did, bro, but you didn't do what I was doing, because look, I only took a $10 loss and I took a 10 lot. So the thing is, if I took a bigger lot size than you, my loss should have been way more if you lost 44 bucks. So you weren't doing exactly what I was doing here, but you also didn't listen to what I was telling you from the beginning, Steven. If you go back and rewind the live session today, I told you not to take the trade. I told you to listen to me, and you did the complete opposite, bro. You still took the trade, even though I said not to. So, I mean, I'm going to try to help you as much as I can, Steven, but you never listen to me, bro. So, I mean, you know, maybe you should take advice from someone else. Maybe you'll listen to them. Like, take advice from Josh or whoever else teaches here, right? Because the thing is, like, whenever I tell you something goes in one ear, out the other, and you're never going to get any better that way. So, yeah, other than that, guys, I think that's it for today. Let me see if there's any other questions for us to look at, because I literally only took a $10 loss here, bro. Like, there's no reason you should have a bigger loss than me if you exit at the same time as me, because it was in profit as well. It was down here, right? So I exited when it came down right here. You should have been way down here if that was the case. But yeah, so let me check the chat real quick, see if there's anything else missing over here. I'm just asking, what days of the week do you find best to trade? Every day. There's never a bad day. I haven't had a loss for like the past month. We trade every single day, Sunday through Friday. So, I mean, if you know what you're doing, there's no bad day to trade, Emma. There's only a bad day to trade if you don't know what you're doing, right? Because the thing is, it's not necessarily what's a bad day. It's more so what's a bad time, right? Depending on what you're trading. If you're trading US 30, it's best during US session. If you're trading, I don't know, UK 100, you're better to trade during, was it London session? So, I mean, it just depends on what you're on. Nice. So Emma's still in. Yeah. So Emma, you're still in, waiting for it to drop. I would just pull out, Emma. I don't know if it's going to drop. Thing is, let me check the index real quick. So the index is turning more red, but it's still, I mean, it's still bouncing around. Goldman Sachs is still at around 3-4 points. So I don't know how far it's going to hold, but I mean, if you want to hold on to it, feel free, Emma, but it is going to be a risky time for you to hold on to it. Let me check the chat real quick, see if I missed anything else over here. Yeah, Roland said, I think it's best to get off. Yeah, no, same here, Roland, because I know if I stay on, I'm going to want to take another trade. Right? If I keep watching this right here, I'm like, oh, US 30 has to drop. The thing is, if I enter right here, it's probably going to skyrocket all the way up, and I'm being some heavy drawdown. And then I'm going to be like, damn, I should just listen to Roland. Right? So, yeah, I think that's it for today, guys. I don't see any other questions here. But yeah, Emma, there's not necessarily, so best days to trade where it's less risky would be middle of the week. It'd be like Monday through Thursday. Sunday, Friday is going to be risky, but I wouldn't necessarily say it's a bad day to trade, right? If you know what you're doing, you can still make money during those days. You know, if you follow, I'm sure you're in the premium, right, Emma, or you used to be. So if you look at our trades here, so like you can see I send profits every day, right? Even on Sunday. So like, let's see, what was today? Today's 12th, 11th, 10, 9th. So on the 9th, right? I'll go to the 9th over here. So you can see from the 9th, there's people where we're making profit already, right? There's a lot of people making profit here. So here's May 9th, there's a lot of people here already making profit, right? And then the following day on the 10th, on Monday, there's all these profits here that are being made, right? Or this is a better thing to do. So like what I would do is I would probably I would go from here, save messages, right? So you could go to any day here. People are making profits every single day. It doesn't matter what day you're trading. It just depends if you know what you're doing. So like here on May 9th, right? May 9th, this was Sunday. On Sunday over here, you can see CSUK made 800, Ken made 200, Kia, or actually people were trading Bitcoin or cryptos, right? Because it's a weekend. So on the 9th right here, well, Sunday was the 9th. So people were trading US 30 on market open. People are making money off Dodge. People are making money off Bitcoin, right? So every day you could find something that works. There's no specific day where it's going to be bad. It just really depends on what you're looking for. So like here's the 9th, all the profits. Here's the 10th, all the profits for Monday. There's a lot of profits here on Monday, right? So these are all everyone's profits. 4,000. Shawn made 1,000. Rick made 3,000. Yesterday was the 11th. You can see right here everyone's profits on the 11th. CSUK made 8,000. Roland made 100. Patricia made 1,000, right? So every day there's profits being made. So it's more so just knowing how to trade and knowing what to trade during those times, Emma. But yeah, you know, you're still waiting for it to drop. I think it'll drop too, but I would be careful. Like probably move your stop loss in profit right there. But yeah, I mean, I only lost $10, so I'm not really mad about it. I'm still up nearly 3,000 for the day. I'll take the $10 loss. It's cool. But everyone else here is doing crazy good. Like look at everyone's profits from this morning. I didn't take all these trades here, but like looking at everyone's profits over here, let's see. I think I left off on Shawn's profit here. Let's see, CSUK up 2,000 for the day. Patricia up almost 2,000 for the day. Jeff up 1,500 for the day. So a lot of you guys took these sells here that I called. Wes here took it. He's up 800 for the day. Rick over here, he's up almost 1,000 for the day. Patricia, again, another trade. She's up 2,454 for the day. Cheryl over here up 1,152 for the day. So, you know, if you guys have the indicators, you guys can take these trades yourself. Larkin up here, he's up about 1,000 for the day. Almost everyone here is up 1,000. Loke over here, he's up 4,345 for the day. All wins. Couple losses here, but mostly wins. See Zachary over here. Zachary's up 185 for the day. Nice work, Zachary. So Zachary said, getting the hang of it on my own. Zachary literally just signed up to K2 a couple days ago. He does it on his own. He took all these trades by himself, and he's up like pretty nice profit, right? Sharul, he's up about 100 for the day. You know, it doesn't matter if you have a big account, small account. There's profits to be made. But yeah, other than that, I think that's it for today. So let me check if there's anything else here to follow along. Let's see. Kenny's asking, hey, what K2 packages is better to buy? So if you want the strategies, Kenny, to take these trades on your own, like if you want to take all these, because like, for example, here, I only took, where's mine at? I only took like 5 trades today, right? I only took 5 trades, mostly wins, 1 small loss. That was my mistake. But if you want to take like like Loke over here, Loke took like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Like he took 12 trades, but he's up almost 5,000, right? If you want to take all the trades on your own, it's better to do the strategy course because you'll learn how to do this yourself. So you don't have to wait for me to call these trades, right? You can just take the trades on your own and you can make unlimited amount of profits because I only trade during US session. So if you want to trade Asia session, London session, whatever session, trade on the weekends, you can. You just need the indicators and you can learn the strategies as we teach them. And Emmanuel, I just saw your message right now. If you wanted to upgrade, yes, you can upgrade, Emmanuel. I'll message you in a little bit. I just saw your message right here, Emmanuel. So I'll get to you shortly after. But yeah, I mean, for you, Kenny, if you want to make as much profit as everyone else here, like if you want to like look at what CSUK did yesterday, right? CSUK yesterday, he's holding the title right now for the highest profit day here at K2. If you guys missed yesterday's live session, CSUK took a ton of trades, but he locked in like 22,000. Like CSUK, I don't know where your profits. Okay, right here. CSUK locked in $21,068 in one day. This is just one day of profits. You know, if you can do this right here, and he only took 4 lots, like it's not a huge lot size. He took small lots. I take 10 lots, right? And I make like a couple thousand per trade. He took a 4 lot right here, but he took more trades, and he locked in 21,000. This is the biggest profit day we've seen here at K2, from my understanding. And he did this because he understands the strategy and he does it himself, right? He takes like 50 trades, but he locks in a ton of profits. So that's, you know, obviously that's going to be the best option for you there. Emma, you're still in the trade? It's dropping. Because I know, Emma, you said you were still in the trade. So if you're still in it, it is dropping pretty nicely right now. So congrats to you. You're probably locking in a ton of profits. I kind of feel a little dumb for closing out that trade because I closed out for a $10 loss right here. I could have locked in. Shit, that's crazy, dude. If I held on to this trade right here, I would have locked in 7,000 right here. No, I would have locked in. Yeah, I would have been up almost 8,000 right now if I held on to that trade. It's all good. It's all good because we're gonna do it again tomorrow anyways. You know, it's not the only day that we miss profits. But yeah, other than that, let me check the chat real quick, see if I missed anything else. Okay, so yeah, that's what happened, Steven. Okay, no, that makes sense now, Steven. So Steven said I moved your stop loss to entry. See, Steven, that's another reason, like, you know, like I said, we don't use, well, I don't use stop loss. If you followed what I was saying earlier, Steven, you wouldn't have had that loss, right? So you got to listen to the directions, Steven, if you want to do well, you know, with this. So let me see if there's any other questions. I see your question right there, Neandro. You want me to take a look at Nasdaq? I'll take a look at it. But let me just get through these other questions real quick. Tino's asking, how do I join? Tino, if you want to join K2, just go on the website, k2trades.com. Right here. If you just want access to the Zoom, just click on this right here, K2 Premium Signals. If you want access to the strategies, click on strategy course right here. That's how you would get access to it. So other than that, let me see what else we have here. Oh, damn. Daryl said I'm still in the trade. Second day here at K2. Damn, Daryl. So you're heavy in profit right now, bro. I would personally, like I said, I would probably close it. But I mean, you know, depending on how you feel, if you feel really comfortable, then, you know, go ahead and hang on to it. It's still really red right here. So I think it's going to continue dropping, but you might see some retracement up here. I would possibly just close it out if you're happy with your profits. All right. Michael's asking, trying to pass the 10K Ftmo, what lot size do you recommend on indices and regular pairs? I mean, everything's going to vary, Michael. So it just really depends on what you're trading. Your stuff's is gonna vary. So depending if you're trading US 30, it's gonna be way different compared to trading Nasdaq, compared to trading S&P, compared to trading any Forex pair, right? So you have to use a Forex calculator. So I think you got to understand risk management, Michael, because your questions here, so here's your first question. You're asking what lot size do I recommend for indices and regular pairs? It's going to differ. Each pair is valued differently. Each indice is valued differently. Each asset is valued differently. So there's no fixed lot size to be using. So I think you gotta understand that first. Like if you have a more specific question, if you're just asking about US 30, I can answer your question. But if you're asking you know, open-ended question like that, I could be on this all day explaining to you how everything's different. Also, your other question is also max number of trades per day. There's no max number of trades, like it depends on your risk, right? So if you're risking 1% per trade, then you can only take 5 trades because your max daily loss is 5%, right? If you're taking like less than 1%, then you can take more trades. So I mean, it just depends on what you're trading. But yeah, I mean, your question has to be a lot more detailed, Michael, because your question is way too open-ended. I don't know what you're trading. You said indices and regular pairs. Each indice is valued different. Each Forex pair is valued different. So, you know, you can't compare like odd USD compared to like odd NZD, right? Those are totally different pairs. And, you know, your lot size is going to vary by pair. So, I mean, it just depends on your specifics on like what you're trading, what type of trading you're doing, what your stop loss is. There's a lot of questions I can ask you to get the details, but, you know, we just don't have time for that right now, Michael. So if you want to bring that question back, you know, just be a little more detailed, you know, what asset, what type of trade you're taking, what your stop loss is, when you're trading it. There's a lot of different questions that you have to answer before I can give you a proper answer, because everything's going to vary. If you're trading during US session, there's high volatility. You're trading during Asia session, it's low volatility, right? Totally different. But yeah, no, I'll answer your question. You just got to be more specific. One last question was from Neandro. Neandro, I'm going to take a look at Nasdaq 100. You still got to be more specific, Michael. You already said, like, you gave me the assets, but you didn't tell me what type of trades you're taking, what your stop loss is, when you're trading it. You know, there's a lot of questions that you got to answer, Michael, for me to answer your question. Or, you know, if that's really the case, I think you should just learn proper risk management. Because the thing is, even if I tell you the lot size right here, you still don't know what you're doing, right? So I don't know, Google risk management or something, right? Or use a risk management calculator. Let me see if I can find it here. I know we had it saved here before. You know, if you don't understand risk management, Michael, I mean, that's the first thing you should know what you're doing first. If you don't understand that stuff, then you should definitely not be risking it, like stuff like that. So this is one website you can go on. This doesn't have stuff for DAX 30 and US 30, but if you want to look at the Forex pairs, you can go to calculators.trade and you can put like whatever pair you're trading here, right? Your base symbol, if you're trading Forex pairs, and then your quote symbol, which will be like whatever else you're trading, right? There's cryptos here as well. I mean, depending on what you're trading, they don't have indices here, but this is one website you should probably go on, Michael. It's called calculators.trade. You can put exactly, you have a $10,000 account. You know, your risk percentage is 1%, your stop loss. This is why I'm asking you, it depends on what you're doing, because you didn't provide me what your risk is. You didn't provide me your stop loss. You didn't provide me any other specifics here. And that's why I'm saying, like, I could go all day with this, you know, depending, because it's going to vary. If your account's 10,000, you're risking 1%. That's going to be your lot size, right? 1.09. If you're doing for a 20 pip stop loss, it's going to vary, right? It varies substantially. I mean, it depends on what you're trading. It goes from, like, if you're doing 100 pip stop loss, 0.11. If you're doing a 50 pip stop loss, it's going to be a 0.22. If you do a 10 pip stop loss, it's going to be a 1.09, right? There's a lot of stuff here that you got to understand before you take any trades. So, Michael, you got to be really, really specific with your question before I can answer it. But if you want to look at it yourself, just go on calculators.trade, and that's how you can figure out, you know, what your risk is going to be. I don't trade DAX, so I can't give you what the exact number is for that. The only thing I can really give you is probably GJ and US 30. You know, you can ask in the premium. There's other people in the premium who do trade the DAX, so they know what it is, what it costs per pip. But, you know, like I said, everything is going to vary. Like I just showed you, for example, right there on the calculator, it varies substantially depending on like what your stop loss is. So maybe check out that website, play around with it, figure out what your risk is for that. And then I can probably help you out a little more if you could be more detailed. So anyways, back to the question with Neandro. He wanted me to take a look at Nasdaq 100. So Nasdaq 100, I'll pull it up on the 10-minute over here. So Nasdaq 100 right here, I'll zoom out from this point. Just looking at it from right here. I mean, obviously it's bearish right here, right, Neandro? So it's bearish right here. It's below the pivots. Trend meter's red. See if there's any zones right here. Yeah, no problem, Michael. I mean, you know, if you want to, I recommend just playing around with it, because I want you to actually understand how to calculate the risk. I don't want to just give you a lot size, because, like, say you're on the 10K right now, right? Say you pass that and you want to go do like a 50K. Your lot sizes are going to vary. The thing is, if you have this calculator here already, you can just type it in, right? So you go from 10,000 to like 25,000. It's as easy as that. Your stop loss is like 20 pips. You calculate. There's your lot size, right? So, you know, it's better for you to actually understand how to do this than me to just tell you, like, take this lot size. Because the thing is, once your account starts to grow and you start to go for bigger accounts, you know, it's better for you to actually understand this stuff. But yeah, I mean, if you want to, I think your best option would be to ask in the chat, in the premium chat, if you are in the premium, because everyone in there trades different stuff. They can answer your question better. But I could help you as much as I possibly can. So Neandro, looking at Nasdaq 100 right here, it's bearish right here for me. Obviously, reason why I think it's bearish is because the trend meter is red. It's below the pivots. And then again, right here, there's an entry for the snipe strategy, right? We have a rejection off the pivot and structure right here. So if you were to take this trade right here, you'd currently be in profit right now. It actually would have hit TP already right there, because we have a rejection off this green candle. So, like, for example, right here, We have a rejection off this green candle right here off the pivot and structure. We have the sell signal right here. The pivot isn't touching the body, so this would be a sell entry using the snipe strategy. If you took this trade here and you let it run straight to full TP right there. So this would have been, this would have been the entry here for the Nasdaq. So Nasdaq is bearish, if you're wondering. Obviously, we don't have an entry available right now because it just hit TP already. Like it's already hit TP there, so there's no entry available right now. But I think it's going to continue dropping. One way to look at it too, as well, Leandro, is you can pull up the Nasdaq 100 right here, right? So looking at the Nasdaq 100 here, look at the entire index, right? It's all red. So if it's all red, what do you think is going to happen with the Nasdaq? It's going to keep dropping, right? So I see the Nasdaq continuing to drop even further. I'm like tempted to enter this now, but I know I shouldn't. No, Thomas, I can't. Thomas said, bro, can you activate the 1 month trial, please? No, bro, it's not going to happen. Oh yeah. So Michael, for that calculator website, it's calculators.trade. So here, Michael, calculators.trade. That's it. That's the website. And that's how you would get it. And Nasdaq looks nice for a freaking sell right here, but I'm not going to take it. I'm going to sit on my hands on that one, but it's probably going to drop. So here's a sell right there, Neandro, if you're in it. Damn. That looks good, but I know myself and I know I shouldn't be taking that trade, so I'm not going to take it. But it does look good. You guys can see here that it's literally all red, the Nasdaq 100, straight red, bro. It's going to drop. It has to drop. There's no reason. There's only 3 stocks that are green right now. They're not even strong. Or like a couple more right here. So I think it's probably going to drop from that point. Rocky said, how do you get those structure zones on the chart? Yeah, no problem, Michael. Definitely. So Rocky's asking, so for this, Rocky, it's K2SR version 2. So yeah, right here, if you so if I take everything off the chart, to get those zones on the chart, it's the K2SR version 2. So if you go to your indicators, go to invite only scripts, you'll see right here it's called K2SR version 2. When you click on that right there, it'll open up on the on your chart, and then when you turn that on, you'll see it right there. So for your settings for K2SR version 2, Rocky, just go to settings over here. Make sure to click on show body levels. And then I changed the length to 500 right here. So once you have that, you'll have the zones on the chart, and then you can just draw rectangles over it. So that's what I do. I draw rectangles right over it. And then once I'm done with this, I mean, you can leave them on the chart if you want. I just don't like my charts messy. I like it pretty clean. So you can do that, turn it off, and then you got perfect market structure right there, right? You see exactly where price is going. So this is what I see here. Let's see, Neandro said his TP is 13. Yeah, no, that looks good, Neandro. I think it's going to drop. I mean, it should drop. Neandro's TP is down here. Let's see, you 13. I know, wait. Oh yeah, you're almost there, Neandro. So I think it's going to drop. You should be fine. I think it's going to hit that point eventually. It's going to take some time, but yes, eventually it's going to hit that point right there. It's all red, so it's going to have to drop. So I think you should be solid, Neandro, with Nasdaq 100 right here. Let me see if there's anything else over here before I continue on. Steven, bro. Steven, man. Steven said, is Nasdaq an official trade? No, bro, it's not. Come on, Steven. I don't even trade Nasdaq. I'm just analyzing this for Neandro. Steven, you got to pay attention, dude. Yeah, I mean, I didn't even mark up a trade. I just put this right here, Steven, but this wasn't exactly I didn't say, oh, I'm gonna take this trade, or I didn't say, oh, take this trade, guys. It's not an official trade, Steven. I was just marking it up for Neandro. So just be oh, actually, yeah. So Goldie also mentioned that crude oil inventories is coming up in 15 minutes. Definitely no trade zone. So yeah, news is coming up right now. So I think I'm done for the day, guys. If you guys have any other questions, let me check real quick. Yeah, Hamidi said, Shawn, remember that God say, you most rest one day out of the week, not to work 7 days a week. Yeah, no, exactly. It's why I only trade like a few hours a day. Hamidi, you know, I literally trade like 2 hours from like 6:30 to 8, and then I'm pretty much done. Flynn said, Shawn, can you interview CC for a mentoring session? Would be great to hear how he trades. Yeah, no, definitely. We could do that one time, Flynn. You know, C6 is one of the oldest members here in K2, actually. He's been around for a long time. So you know, we can definitely do that. I mean, me and him talk every day. It's like we're just hanging out anyways. Tino said this guy's funny. Yeah, Steven. I mean, so guys, if you guys are brand new here, Steven, he's like an older member here in K2. He's not trolling, and he's not really, you know, he's not doing this stuff on purpose. He's really concerned about passing his account. But the thing with Steven is like he just doesn't listen. Like I tell him to do one thing and he doesn't. And there's no official trade here, Steven. So, you know, we just mess with Steven because Steven's like he's an old K2 member. He's a good friend to us here. So I'm not like here trying to like talk over him. Just, you know, Steven. If you guys been here for a while, you guys know who Steven is. and this is just the way we talk to Steven. Nice. Neandro said, so Neandro moved his TP lower actually. All right, so Neandro's TP is actually lower down. That's a pretty far TP, Neandro. I mean, it could drop, but who knows? 12,952. Yeah, that's a pretty far drop down there, Neandro. I don't know if it's going to drop that far. I know it'll drop, but that's a pretty big drop because it's already dropped pretty far for the day. So I don't know if it's going to keep dropping. Actually, no, you could probably reach that, Neandro. See, the thing is, you just got to see how it's been dropping from here. But who knows? You know, we'll see. It's all red here, so it can probably drop even further. Looking at the Dow real quick. Let me just pull up the Dow. So I think that's it for the questions right now. Yeah, Steven said, I'm tempted to enter Nasdaq using smaller lots because many people are. I mean, Steven, the thing, people are entering Nasdaq because they know how to trade it, right? They know what they're doing. The thing with you, Steven, is you just enter trades because you like see other people doing it, right? It's fine for you to enter trades if you actually are doing something. If you have a plan, you have a strategy you're following, you have some sort of analysis. But the way you're trading is you're just like, oh, people are making money off this, so I have to trade this, right? That's not the way to do it, Steven. That's how you blow accounts. So just keep that in mind. So other than that, guys, I think that's it for today. I'm going to get off the live session. I know if I stay on, I'm going to take another trade, and I know I shouldn't be taking any more trades. So yeah, definitely. Tino said, I now know him. I came here 2 times. Yeah, no, we're all family here, guys. Like, you know, everyone in K2, we're all family here. You know, we joke around with each other. We know who's who. Like, we know everyone's personality here, especially people who come on every day. Like Steven, he's here every day. He's here. He wants to learn and he wants to grow his account. But, you know, Steven has a listening problem when it comes to things that I tell him. But yeah, no, definitely, guys. So I think that's it for now. So I'm going to log off this live session. If you guys have any questions, you know, feel free to reach out on Telegram. I'll probably be on the Telegram for a while before I step away. Nice. Jeff said, okay, now back to bed. Jeff's up 2,000. Congrats, Jeff. So Jeff is up pretty heavy today. Romanio, he's up 432. So you guys can see here, like I only took 1 trade today, but people here took like 20 trades, right? And they're up like heavy in profit. So yeah, I mean, great work amongst everyone here. If you guys have questions, you know, feel free to reach out. We're probably going to meet up with the admins maybe later today, talk about some other stuff. So I think that's it for now. And other than that, I think that's it. Yeah, just go ahead and message me on Telegram, guys, if you guys have any other questions. I just don't want to be on the chart because if I'm on the chart, I know I'm going to take some bad trades because, you know, I'm impulsive like that. You guys saw how I took US 30 earlier. I said I wasn't going to trade. And what did I do? I took the trade and I took a small loss for $10, but it's cool. I'm still up 3,000 for the day. So I'm good. But yeah, thanks for showing up, guys. And I will catch you guys tomorrow morning, if not in the Telegram.